This chocolate chip cookie is unapologetically thick, studded with chocolate, and dense enough to require a proper pause between bites. We are rounding out the Studio 5 Cookie Chemistry series, sharing the chemistry behind a thick and chunky chocolate chip cookie, if that's your favor. With a little help from baker Madison Reid, you will be skipping cookie delivery altogether. You are comparing this to like the gourmet cookie we all...
The cookie shop, the Utah cookie shop.
Sure.
Also, New York has some pretty good cookie shops out there, so it's like that.
Okay.
Thick, the dense cookie.
And there's a chemistry to this, and we love that you teach us that. Let's start with the dough, though. Basic ingredients for the most part.
Yes, basic, although you are using cake flour and bread flour, or sorry, not bread, and all-purpose flour. The cake flour really gives that like soft cakey texture. It's just a cup of that and then 2 cups of this all-purpose flour. So you're mixing for the best of both worlds. And then there's the trick with the mixing method.
Teach us.
You're using cold cubed butter.
Okay.
It's called sanding your butter, and that will keep it cold and cubed, like not fully mixed in to your batter, which will make a dense, more full cookie rather than melting down all the way.
The chunk holds in and doesn't melt all the way.
So just like a pie dough. We're keeping it in chunks and we're keeping it cold.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with brown sugar and white sugar because you want both crispy on the outside and gooey on the inside, and that's how you accomplish that.
Yes.
The white sugar gives you that crisp edge. The brown sugar keeps moisture into your batter.
And while you're pouring these ingredients, the cubed cold butter being the star of that bowl, why is it important not to overmix?
So overmixing will make the butter completely incorporate into your batter, and you don't want that. You want little cubes left in your batter.
Okay.
You can actually, even if you look at my batter when we cut it open, you're gonna see a little bit of remnants of those cubes. So you're gonna pull it up and you're gonna not overmix. You're not waiting till it's fully incorporated. You're just getting it to sand into it. It's called sanding your butter. You're just putting it in and it's not fully incorporated. Then you add the rest of your wet ingredients. It calls for 2 eggs. Real vanilla extract. Always go for the real stuff.
On real.
Yes, always go for the real.
Don't you try to cheat that.
Yes, it calls for both baking powder and baking soda, so you get that cakey rise and also that spreading. Baking soda will help spread your cookies.
Okay.
And then cornstarch, because that will help soften your cookie on the inside, making that gooey, dense texture. Real sea salt, and then like we talked about, all-purpose flour. And cake flour.
Okay, so once the dough is mixed, not overmixed, do you chill it? I've heard a lot of recipes require you to chill the dough. Not this one.
Not this one, because your butter is already cold. Oh. And that's really why you're chilling your cookie recipe, is to chill the butter and make it solidify and melt down slower in the oven, but you already are adding really cold butter.
So we're good.
So you don't need to chill it. You just go straight to cutting out your dough. So the trick with this one is you want big cookie dough balls. That's what makes it a dense cookie. So I actually get my dough out and see there's a little bit of butter right there.
I see it, yeah.
And I just cut it. It's a little cold from the fridge. I just cut it into what I perceive as 12 even balls of dough.
Just 12?
Yes, it's only gonna make 12. So this huge chunk of cookie dough, you're not getting a ton of cookies, and that's why it's that big, dense cookie.
And what's the secret to getting the gooey center without under baking the entire cookie?
Yeah, so you do wanna make sure that you're pulling it out a little bit undercooked, because just like cooking, there's carryover heat. So once it's still sitting on the pan, your light metal pan with parchment paper, like always, it's gonna continue to cook. So you let it rest on the pan for about 5 to 10 minutes, and that's gonna finish cooking it, but you still slightly undercook the center. Because of the white sugar, you're gonna get that crispy outside and a little bit of that dense, gooey inside.
We're gonna get that.
Yes, it's so good.
Oh, I love it. And as we wrap up this cookie chemistry series, you've been so wonderful.
It's so fun.
It has been fun to see all the different cookies we can get. And you see them side by side and realize there are a lot of chocolate chip cookie personalities to be found.
Yes, totally. They're all different. I will say with this one, you can do milk chocolate or dark chocolate. It's your preference. Anything goes. But each one, I feel like, has such different characteristics. You got your crunchy cookie, your classic grandma cookie, bakery style cookie, chewy cookie, and then finally today we're doing that mega cookie shop copycat cookie.
in my opinion, we ended on the high note.
Oh,
That's
good.
what I'm a sucker
Yes,
for. I love
yes.
that. I love that, Chewy. All right, thank you so much.
Yes,
You've been
thanks for
fantastic.
having me.
Where can we get more from you?
MrsMaddie.com. You'll find the chemistry of every single recipe on there. And I also have a printout that I made for your viewers.
Oh, thank you.
And it's all of these cookies that we showcased, the chemistry, the difference between the mixing method, the chilling method, what the ratios are, so you can really get all of the information and understand what the difference is.
It's fun to know, but what you're also arming us with is confidence.
Yes.
You know that we can be in control of what comes out of our oven and happens in our kitchen.
And then after you feel like you've accomplished something, because you know what you're doing.
We love you. Thank you so much. We'll link you over to her platforms from our website, studio5.ksl.com. Be sure to get that one sheet. This has been so much fun to learn.